Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
So we're going to start working on the back of this amp part. I'm just going to experiment real quick. Sorry I haven't been on for a little bit. Just, you know, the passing of my mom. It struck, and you know, it's deep, it's heavy, so it's, you know, kind of overwhelming, so I'm just trying to deal with it. But back to working on this. My thought right now is I just want to see if I can lift this up around 3.5 inches. Okay, tilt it around 3.5 inches, and I'm going to put a piece of wood that I cut that's around 3.5 inches, and I'm just going to set it up underneath of it, wedge it so it's like that, and then I can just slowly close the trunk to see, or the latch, to see if I have any kind of room. And if I do, I'm gold. I'm going to be perfectly fine. If I'm not, then I got to figure something else out. So I have it tilted pretty good. Piece of wood. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm trying to see how far I can tilt the amp, because I'm going to have to stack the other amp underneath of it just a little bit, a few inches underneath of it, and hopefully this works out, and if it does, I'm going to be happy. So I'm going to go ahead and just close it. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. I know it's hard to see in there, but we got room. I can go more if I wanted. Got the blower down now. I gotta unhook the 2 amps, the small highs and mids amps, which I'm only running mids. But I gotta unhook these 2. And matter of fact, I'm not even really using the one. I'm only using this one little amp. I haven't done nothing with the other one yet with the speakers they're hooked up to, just because it's loud and I like it. I haven't really done much, but I will eventually do some stuff with it, make it louder and better. But oh yeah, besides the point, I got to take these 2 amps down. I got to move all this out the way, everything out the way, so I can set the other amp under it and see what it's going to look like. And then I just got to start trying to place the other amp right here, stacked or whatever, and hopefully things work out good, because then I'll have both amps done, and then I got to figure out what to do with these guys, and you know, then figure out what to do with the motor, the blower. So I pretty much have everything unhooked and dropped and just hanging. I don't have much wood. I'm gonna have to rig this up, so don't hate the game. If I'm loud, I'm loud. I guess that's all that matters. So I gotta go find a piece of wood that's just long enough to stick on both sides, so it can be elevated, so another one can go up underneath of it. So let me try to figure this out. I found this from my old build that I cut out a while back. It's exactly 39 inches what I need, so I'm just gonna use it. It's gonna be up underneath of this, like right here, like this, and then on each end I'm gonna put like a triangled foot. I'm gonna cut out of here, and hopefully it works out. But there ain't no way to try it out until now. My only problem is the middle piece right here. Usually there's a screw here holding it in the middle, so I guess I'm just gonna try to find like a very, very short screw to screw it to the piece. So far, this is pretty much what I came up with. Nothing fancy, but I'm getting ready to grab the other amp. I still got to take it out of the box. It's not even been opened yet, and see if it's going to fit up underneath there a little bit. I only need to go a few inches. Hopefully it works out. Alright, this is what it's going to look like. Yes, that one scooted over that way. The reason is because the 2 amps can go right here still and have room, and it's going to be pretty close on that too. So I still got to do the lithium. So I mean, I don't care. It is what it is. People can like it, they can hate it. That fan right there is going to go right here, probably even lower and below at an angle. Oh, there we go. And below at an angle, So it's going to hit this one and go up underneath here and hit this. But yep, that's pretty much what I got going on so far. I'm thinking about screwing this back off, this piece right here, and taking it off, and then that whole blue piece right there, just drill a bunch of holes. But it does have room. There is a gap underneath all this. So far that's what we got going on, guys. I'm probably going to paint the back of this on the inside black to stop the sun, because when this is open in the summer, we're doing events and shit, the sun's beaming down hard on these, just cooking them. And if I can just go ahead and paint it, I'd be a lot better on these guys. I'm going to try to think of a better way of fan breathing. I'm not made of money. Pretty much these boat fans is all I got. I only got one, but I got another one coming, supposedly from a buddy. But I'm not going to get big-headed about it. But yeah, that's the way it's going to be. This is going to be elevated too, as well. I just got to do it. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. So I just closed it, the hatch all the way. It worked out perfect. I had plans on the 8Ks being in here stacked, even deeper in, and that's still in the future probably. But right now, you know, I'm broke, and this is pretty much all I can do. And also the Slapz Audio Smack Down 18s, 2 of these 8Ks is plenty enough for just 3. You know what I mean? It's 16,000 watt, and 3 of those 18s. I mean, be real. I want to baby those damn suckers and get them nice and loose and broken in, and everything else. So, but I got it lifted a little bit, elevated. There's plenty of gap. I just put a piece of wood there with a little rubber, and so far that's what it's looking like. It can come out more with no problem. I still got plenty of room for the top and the bottom to come out more. In the future, I'm gonna actually have one custom made, a rack where half of this from right here is gonna be like right here, so half of it's gonna be actually up underneath this thing, and it's gonna be stacked with 3, and then I'll have 3 of the 8Ks, 1 on each of the Directronic Dream Sickles. That's gonna be actually my dream sickles. They're gonna be my dream subs right there, man. Them things just blow me away. But yeah, colors. Okay, they're all 3. It's all screwed, and with what I'm doing is I'm using these little guys, little rubber pieces. This has got wood all over it. Hang on. And it works really good, and I just tighten it like wannabe rubber grommet. But pretty much is what we got going on. And now I got to do these 2 amps over here on this side, figure out where I want them, and then I got to put the fan over here somewhere and figure out where I want it to blow on these. And also I got to fix a switch that's up front for that, because the switch is broke at 16 volts on a 12 volt switch. Did not like it. After I'm done with all that, I'm going to be pulling this whole entire battery bank out, and I'm getting ready to start staging and getting the bank put together. I don't know if I'm going to go to Lowe's and get more copper tubing and then smash it flat and put it on, or if I'm gonna see about getting some aluminum that I can cut and make. Get the 2 minis up. I gotta wire them back up, but got them up. And pretty much I'm gonna probably end up just pulling this guy out now to get it out of the way, and then just try to get everything orientated where I needed it to be. I'm gonna call it a day for now, but I got the 2 baby amps hooked up, and I have nothing ran yet for this. I'm gonna hook the bottom one up first. I gotta go get lugs. You know, I don't even know if I have enough 0 gauge wire left to run more for this amp, so it's just something I'm gonna have to do tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be okay, because it's been nasty. It's been raining last couple of days, so I haven't been able to accomplish nothing. But today I got the 2 amps in here. I got those hooked back up. I was gonna pull out the lithium, but I'm gonna wait I think it's gonna be best if I just pull it out when I have everything all at once ready to go, because it might be useless. I still need to start the truck up and drive it around. But that's gonna call it for today. Yeah, I'm gonna close it too, just to show you guys. Closes, no problem. Very nice. You can see that Slapz sticker there. It's pretty close. I still got more room though. But, oh yeah. Okay, so went to the junkyard and got 3 more runs of this at the junkyard from Chrysler 300s and pretty much any Chrysler that you can find, or BMW. And I ran more. When I cut this, it's going to be enough to run 2 runs to the 3 that I need. I'm going to need one more like 6-foot piece that's going to go here up to the top amp, and I need a smaller piece that's going to go to the small amp for the hot. So the junkyard's out of them all. I done robbed every one of them. I gotta see if I got teammates or if I got somebody local, or I'm just gonna have to run the Tractor Supply and see if I can find 0 gauge that's gonna be long enough. So that's that. Another thing is my blower. I got my little cutter and cut both of them off to where it's just like this. And now, hold on, let me hold it right. This is gonna go right here, and the way it's going to be, I have enough room for the wires, and it's going to be aimed up this way, so it's going to smack this one, and it will go up in there and cool this one off too. But air is air, no matter what. It's going to be cycling and blowing throughout this when the trunk is closed, so it's still going to help no matter what. I was thinking about putting it up here, trimming it all and where it'll fit, because I only got a little bit to trim. But trim it to where it'll fit right here, and then drill holes on the side of this. But it's just not going to be right. So down here in the corner is going to be the only place I can put it. This is the only place that I can manage it. So, but yep, that's pretty much the way it's going to look. I'd like to get the small little, other fans. They're like this long and they roll. What is it called? Like a blower style for the sides. But this is all I got for right now for MOS, and anything helps. I didn't use this fan all last season when I had it hooked up and ran, because the amps didn't get too hot, truthfully. Well, the amp didn't get too hot at all. But I'm going to need it because it's going to start getting hot, and I didn't actually abuse this thing like I'm getting ready to. So
each time when I come here, I am abused.
Also, I'm going to paint this on the inside black so the sun don't come in and kill the amps with heat while I'm driving down the road. Yep, that's pretty much about it, guys. Getting there put together. Look at that. Alrighty, this is what it's looking like so far. I got a lot more to go. My buddy Brendan. Got one more run to go. Be ready to start getting things put up. This is badass.
I think we tortured Scrappy.
And look at this, guys. This is beautiful. Would you just look at it?
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a...
You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Alrighty, this is what it's looking like, everybody. So far, I got to take this top piece of the wood off and then put the BMS on it. Other than that, it's just... I'm using all recycled wire until I can order... the same exact 0 gauge for everything that I need for the back. So it's just going to be this way, all unorganized and just wild, a mouse trap, but a nest. Yep, I'm going to take that wood off and then I'm going to do the BMS on it. So I have the back off and I put the BMS on it, and this is pretty much what it looks like. So I forgot to record everything I was doing I feel like a dummy. Some people wanted to see it. So it goes obviously like 2 point something, 3, and then 5, 7, 10, or 13, and then 15. So something like that. I'm not accurate on it, but in that order. But yeah, I'm using recycled wiring, obviously, but it is what it is. I'm getting ready to put that board back on to hide that, because just in case one of these amps break or fall off the mount, you know. It's back on. I am not going to screw it in. I'm going to let it rest for a little bit and balance out, and then I'm going to pull this piece back off and then get the voltmeter and check all the cells to see if the BMS is actually doing its job. I guess I can record that. But yep, that's what it looks like, babies. I'm happy as hell about it. Yeah, most of it's wired up. Wired up. I got it all taped together for right now until I can get everything come in the mail that hasn't came yet. But now I gotta get RCA and then start bolting these down, and I will be able to even hear them play for the first time. I gotta baby them. I don't have the front port on, yada yada yada. My stabilizers, I don't have none of that in yet, so I'm not gonna beat the hell out of it. Alrighty, so it's all wired up, everything's done. This is the way it's gonna be until after made of steel. Nothing's too perfect, but obviously I got the 2.5 bridge amps bridged. Each amp is CN 0.67. I still got to clean out the inside with all my other waste. This is what it looks like. I'm going to probably turn it on and do a little bit of a movement test, but I don't want to give them too much, just because they're brand new. I have lugs, I have other things coming for this, but I don't really have any time. I'm just going to put the front port back on it and start doing some testing and see where I am. So yep, that's where I am so far, guys. And these things are huge. These things are, they're beefy. Alrighty, a little bit of a flex test. I got some metal tape making noise in the back I'm gonna have to fix, but here we go. 10 hertz. Played around for a little bit enough. I found where I stopped the tape so I can finish this wiring right here, and that's where the wind is pushing and making that metal tape noise. So I'm gonna crawl in there somehow and try to fix that, and then I'm gonna start putting on the front port. I got one in. I gotta do my PLX around it and then tape, and I gotta do the other one too. I also taped them just because science. I'm just gonna tape every damn thing. Alright, so I got those in, screwed in, done. Now I gotta start working on the front port, but I am going to eat. I gotta go get something to eat, guys. I might start working back on this today or call it a day and start on it tomorrow. So if I do decide to work on it anymore tonight, or yeah, this afternoon, peace.
Hey guys, Alan with Slapz Audio here. So just wanted to do a quick RMS test with the SMD AMM1 on a Slapz Audio Oblivion DVC 4 ohm 12-inch subwoofer. We'll play a 40 hertz tone, then we'll play like a 50 hertz tone, and we'll play like a 60 hertz tone, and we'll show what the SMD is reading in free air on an Oblivion 12-inch subwoofer. We'll show how it moves, show what it does. Let's get everything set up here. So right now we have a 40 hertz frequency on. We will pump the gain. We don't want to play it too much past clip. see there we were getting, I don't know, 2400 watts. We were playing it pretty constant. That was at 40 hertz. Remember, we're in free air. Now we will change that to 50. Play the frequency here. Holding even more power now. Holding about 2500. Rising to about 4.4 ohms, 4.3 ohms, getting, I saw max there about 2500 watts. Holding that for a good while. Sub's not getting hot. Seems like it's okay. And let's play a 60. 60 hertz. Now 60 hertz is going to be a little bit more vicious. Holding about 2300 watts, 4.2. 1000 watts all day long, rising to 4.6 in free air. So just wanted to do a quick video of it, guys. Show what what it does, what they do, how we test. Obviously, in free air, it's kind of not a fair thing here. In a box, it would obviously take probably some more power. But that's all we got, guys. Just wanted to show that, see what our subs can handle, at least from an RMS test, and keep on slapping.
Sir? Sir, are you listening to me, sir? Sir, I'm talking to you. Sir,